know, it's almost insane to me that I've gotten more respect from making these videos than my actual work in the industry. I wonder if I'm just dog shit. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well, and if not, well, that sucks. Wait, what am I doing again? Oh yeah, today we're doing a Q&A video. I know, it's kind of groundbreaking. But y'all actually asked me a lot of questions about my time in the industry and a bunch of other random shit like that. So we're gonna address those now in this format. 3, 2, 1, go. Mental illness. That's it. Hear that? That's it. No. This one's interesting. So for those of you that don't know, I've worked on Black Ops 4. I've worked on Modern Warfare 2019, the reboot. I worked on Warzone, at least the first 3-ish seasons of it. And then after that, I went to Last of Us Part 1, and then the latest Forza Motorsport. I'm also working at a studio called Cold Iron, but I can't say that and break NDA. The irony in the name, I know. But it's kind of hard to quantify, like, what was my favorite. So instead, I made these 3 tier lists. This is the one that paid me the most. This is the one that was the easiest for me and didn't give me a panic attack. And these are the teams. They're all great. Everyone I worked with is fantastic people. No! Before we get to more of your questions, how about a quick word from our sponsor? Has this ever happened to you?
Boy, oh boy, I really find myself in a pickle. I want to blend love of video games and love of art. If only there was a beautiful industry in which I could combine all my...
So I hear you want your passions exploded. I've got just the space. You're never gonna be able to work hard enough at eventually. When we're making record profits, I'm gonna fire ass just so I can keep my sweet baby investors happy. Isn't that right, baby boy? Huh?
Yeah.
I really wake up every day and hope the game industry just doesn't just randomly collapse out of nowhere, huh? Okay, let's move on a little bit.
Do you ever fear that unregulated capitalism causes democratic institutions to deteriorate into oligopoly imperialism, exasperating support of counter-revolutionary wars and various forms of economic and cultural exploitation?
Actually, I don't.
Burnout is one of those things where there is no one cure fits all. The way I always kind of handled it was leaving my workspace as often as possible, going outside, literally touching grass, or just doing anything else that wasn't game related in any way, shape, or form. It takes a very long time to get over a deep sense of burnout, because no matter what you do, it's never really going to go away. You're always going to be kind of tired. You're always going to want to sleep more. Waking up is always going to be harder. Wait, this just sounds like depression. And there's always going to be something that you always want to improve on. But I think that's just always a factor of being someone who wants to keep making shit. I'm making this just because it's different than game dev. That's why I started this whole thing. I can still talk about something I always think about all the time without forcing myself to do something 100% game related. Because if I do something like that, I just hate it. And then I don't want to play. And then I don't want to play video games. It sucks. Just this year, I think it was in a couple months ago, I just was able to play video games and enjoy them. I'm able to enjoy Call of Duty again just this year, just because I didn't have to touch it anymore. I feel like you just have to find something to detract your mind from it and just go do something else you enjoy, or find something different. Which is hard because we love video games, and video games are a form of escapism to an extent. But it doesn't hit the same sometimes. And I don't want to hate video games. I want to love them as much as possible. So, it's a balancing act. You always just have to try and figure out what works for you. This is depressing. Someone else do a cutaway game.
Peter, the horse is here.
Oh, yeah.
Rehab was supposed to be a fresh start, but no matter how many starts I get, there's always the same ending. Everything falls apart, and I end up alone.
Dude, come on. We're almost done. Can we just not go through one fucking video without you getting like stupidly existential or up your own ass for 5 fucking seconds? Come on. All right. Software shit.
Right, Peter, you ready for role-playing night? Here comes Grim.
Hard skills are fairly straightforward. These are things that can be taught and kind of measured in comparison to other people, like your modeling skills, your texturing skills, and everything else in between. This, by its own merit, is already extremely overwhelming to anyone that just wants to get started. When I look at a junior or a former student's portfolio, a couple of these factors really stand out to me and a lot of the people I interview alongside with. A prop taken to completion with wireframe breakdowns, texture breakdowns, all the good stuff. A little isometric scene or even a full scene if you want, but you still need to be able to explain all your props, all your textures, if you use vert painting, trim sheets, anything of the sort. But the main focus of it is that you're gonna need to be able to explain your work. You can even do multiple ArtStation posts if you want, further breaking down your props in further detail, just so you can elaborate better on all the things you've learned how to do from this project. Lastly, I do want to clarify a couple things. When you go into a job, you will not be able to know everything they ask for because each studio has their own completely different workflow. And that's okay. You're not supposed to know everything when you start at a new location, at a new studio. What really matters is that you are open to learning new workflows, new understandings of everything, and then it'll eventually just become natural to you. What's also really important is
6'3". That's it. That's my entire personality. I'm just 6'3".
soft skills. Pretty easy to explain. Don't be a piece of shit. You can be the best artist in the world, and we can teach you everything you need to do for the project, but we can't teach you to not be really boring or really not shitty person. Soft skills are inherently just you as a person. How do you interact with people? How do you solve problems? Are you able to talk things out if there's a disagreement? How are you going to treat your coworkers? We don't need a lot of egos. We don't need any more egos, rather, because the more egos we have, the more we're going to be stun locked and the less work we're actually going to get done. We need to have the ability to take critique. We need the ability to work so well with each other, because if one person holds up like a prop or a level or anything, it can put back people months, and so much money goes to waste just for someone's ego to go in a fucking maximum overdrive. Thanks everyone for watching. This was a different one, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been really hard to kind of figure out what it's been going through my head lately. It's been a very loaded situation. No, not again. For the last 5 years, I've been stuck in this perpetual cycle of layoffs, shitty CEOs, and stupid Twitter threads, and that goddamn fucking Blender Cube. We keep fighting amongst ourselves for some stupid clout or something, and I still don't understand, but I still long for it? Am I part of the problem? I've slowly been understanding the intricacies of our industry works more and more. There has to be something more to this, and I have to find a way to break it or fix it all. If you find this Jira ticket, I need you to know that the key to fixing it isn't all within our own walls. There needs to be something to bring us all together in some sort of